I got one thing to say. Get ready to fly.
Seriously.
Huge week already in the world of wrestling, kicking off on Monday with a great Raw. But long before we even get into that, we got to get into the reports right now. AJ Styles might be coming to the WWE. What's your reaction?
I was I woke up yesterday and looked on Twitter and saw that the Bullet Club turned on AJ Styles and him, Nakamura, Anderson, and Gallows were rumored to come to the WWE. I was very excited. And as many people know, I'm not a huge TNA guy, but when I did start watching TNA, the only reason I really watched to see AJ Styles. So if he is coming to WWE, I don't know what I'm going to do.
It looks like it. It looks like it just because based off the initial reports on Monday, everyone was talking about it. And then, as you said, later on the next day, the following morning, the Bullet Club turned on AJ Styles. The other guys, I think Nakamura, Gallows, and Anderson, I think are staying, or at least maybe Nakamura and Gallows, or I don't know, two of the four.
I think Nakamura and Anderson still have dates.
That's what it is, yeah. I think they still have dates and their contracts don't expire just yet. But I think what essentially confirmed it, that and that Styles was pulled from all Ring of Honor dates in the next month or two. And then throw out the cherry on top of the cake, the report on WWE.com. They never report about this kind of shit. They didn't talk about it with Samoa Joe, James Storm, or anybody. Not even... when Owens and Balor and Tommy were signed, they reported it, but that wasn't nothing comes close to AJ Styles finally coming to WWE. So when that happened, I got ready to fly through a fucking window when I read that.
Yeah, I saw another thing today. They showed, they had another report of him when he first debuted in WWE when he was kind of an enhancement talent.
Yeah.
A video of AJ Styles. They had that today, I saw.
Yeah, they put something out on Twitter last night, that whole report about breaking news, are they coming to WWE? And then an hour or two later, WWE also tweeted out, do you remember AJ Styles when he was here on Jacked in 2000 or something like that? I was like, oh god, they have to have signed him. Otherwise, if they hadn't,
yeah, exactly.
It's the biggest troll.
Yeah,
it'd be amazing. That'd be the greatest troll in the history of trolls. But I'm hoping it's not, because when it gets to number 30 at the Royal Rumble, and I hear Get Ready to Fly and Orlando loses their shit, I'm gonna get ready to jump through all 5 of your windows. It's gonna be nuts.
If that happens, I'm gonna die.
And the best part about it is that it's realistic too, because like you said, 2 of the 4 are still with New Japan for a little bit. The other one, I think Gallows and Anderson are probably going to be brought in as a tag team. Otherwise, I don't know why you would bring one in and not the other. And especially given the fact that Gallows was here before, of course. He was here as Festus. He was here as Luke Gallows, as Doc Gallows, whatever, back years ago.
Imposter Kane.
What?
Imposter Kane.
Imposter Kane. Good times. A lot of great gimmicks that guy had when he was with WWE. So I'm hoping they use him right. And the best part about it, too, I forgot to mention, in that report, they talked about the Bullet Club. They talked about New Japan. They were using the Bullet Club hashtag on Twitter, which is completely unlike WWE. Essentially, if it's not TNA, anything is free game. TNA is completely non-existent, but everything else is just game for WWE. So they can, like you mentioned, bring up what you talked about yesterday when I was texting you back and forth about Styles coming to WWE and what you suggested about Balor and Styles.
Well, I don't know when they're going to call Balor, but like I said, I saw a couple people talking about it on Twitter, but have him come in the Rumble, eliminate Balor, and kind of do the narrative of them and the Bullet Club. Because like you said, they do mention the Bullet Club, so have the narrative of how AJ Styles kicked out Finn Balor in the Bullet Club, and Balor came to NXT and had success, so maybe that Styles got kicked out of the Bullet Club. Now he wants to come to WWE and have the same success Balor had.
It makes sense. I mean, if they call up Balor in the Rumble, which there's a good chance they might, considering the Rumble is in Florida, NXT territory, there's a very good chance he can get called. I mean, if only for one night. I mean, I know he's still the NXT champion, but that didn't stop. They called up Rollins when he was champion, Big E, Kevin Owens. I mean, it's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. So I wouldn't be shocked if they called him up, and you get Styles shortly there afterwards. I mean, they called it an invasion on the website, so I don't know if they'll be brought in together. I feel like they should be just brought in either together as a group with Balor or feuding with Balor, like a Balor Styles match at WrestleMania. Don't even get me started. Take my money right now.
I think Styles versus anyone at WrestleMania would be marquee for them. So
I'll take Styles versus the whole Social Outcast group that we got debuted on Monday's Raw. As long as it means Styles at WrestleMania, you can take. I'll buy every seat in the 100,000 seat stadium in Arlington just to see AJ in WWE.
seriously.
The best part is that if we go to SmackDown in March and he's there. Holy shit. He better be on SmackDown. I mean, they're really stacking SmackDown this week. We'll talk about that in a little while. But 2 title matches tomorrow. They had TNA and Pop last night. AJ going to WWE. Very good Raw on Monday, which we'll get into in a second. But it's insane. I was telling John on Monday that John Cena, who was absent from Monday's Raw for whatever reason, which was a great, refreshing change of pace. So you have John Cena in the Royal Rumble, which is pretty much confirmed at this point. I mean, it hasn't yet to be confirmed, but it's pretty much looking like he will be if they have Lesnar's going to be in there and Jericho and everyone else and Roman Reigns. So you have John Cena in the middle of the ring. He takes out everybody. And then you hear, ooh, ha, and Samoa Joe comes down, takes out John Cena and their history from like the Indies from like 10 fucking years ago. And then Samoa Joe wipes out Cena. Number 30, get ready to fly. AJ Styles comes down. Oh, I got that TNA history right there. 2 of the biggest stars in TNA history. It's amazing if we got something like that at the Rumble.
Yeah, I was also thinking maybe they could do a narrative between Cena and Styles. Like Cena, but like they both came around the same time. Like they got like their popularity on the same time. Then Styles could be like, the guy was one of the highest stars in the company, but like WWE never saw me as anything. So I'm coming to take what's mine, like him and Cena. Because they both are like the 2 biggest figures in their company for like the last 10 years.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, I don't know if they acknowledge his success in TNA, but independent scene, they can just throw that in there. There's some ROH film in there and some Japan Pro Wrestling. That's all they need.
He's been the face of the independent scene for 15 years. A lot like James Storm. James Storm actually returned to the independent scene last night on Pop TV. And he's with Beer Money though, so I'm not completely pissed. I would have rather seen him in NXT, but it's all right if Beer Money's back. That was like the one good thing I wanted to see from Storm in TNA. Other than that, he should be in NXT, or in TNA rather for being back there. But
it was also nice that they said that Styles probably go right to WWE since his age. How much money they're probably going to give him, so...
That's incredible.
Being in NXT, so.
I could have sworn...
He's 39 years old, so...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's getting up there. He doesn't have that much time left. And he's not going to be... he's still at the peak of his career. He's still wrestling like amazing matches over in Japan.
He's a draw, that's why.
He's a fucking draw, exactly. And the guy's he's still in great shape, but I mean, he's not going to be that way forever. I think he's just had back surgery. I don't know how great of shape he is in, but he was in one of the Japan pay-per-views, like the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom show on Sunday. So he wrestled at the show. He can go. It's not like he's currently injured, so he can be in the Rumble match if they want him to. And it's a possibility.
I'd die.
I would fucking die. And we're getting back to campus that day, too, so I'm going to get ready to jump through all 5 windows. I'll save a couple for Joe if he comes up, maybe a few more for Balor. Got to save that at least 5 for AJ Styles when I hear get ready to fly at the arena. Yeah, because I read your article, which will be up on Next Air, hopefully by the time this goes up on the website. But you did pitch Styles Cena, face of the Indies, quote-unquote, for 10, 15 years, versus the face of the WWE for the last 10 years. Styles Cena for the World Championship at WrestleMania. Do you think that would be a great main event for that show?
I think it'd be an amazing main event. I think putting Styles with the Authority at first would be good, and then maybe when the other guys come in, they can kind of go anti-Authority as the Bullet Club.
Yep. Or
whatever the hell they want to call them. But I think like he could kind of like use the Authority to get over and get the success, and kind of like have them coming in and turn on the Authority, and hopefully eventually get rid of it.
Oh, I died. I died when you texted me yesterday. I think I saw your tweet first, but you said you have him join the Authority first as a new Authority guy, and you get Styles Rollins at SummerSlam in the Barclays Center upon Rollins' return.
Oh my god, man. I'm getting chills right now thinking about it.
I'm already looking at my tickets for Barclays Center and for TakeOver and for Raw. I'm already booked. We're already booked for those 3 dates. Next 6 dates, sorry, for the next 2 years. And AJ Styles better be on both shows. What was that?
8 shows, SmackDown 2 for both years.
Exactly, Super SmackDown 2. So that's going to be sick. And SmackDown's moving to USA on Thursday.